Denver Anderson. I attend Mount Zion High School and I'm a freshman.
Discuss your freshman season.
We had a pretty good season. Our record wasn't the best, but there was a lot of good communication and we all got along really well. And I made a lot of new friends. A lot of friendships were formed. We played well, and most of our games that we lost were really close games. So I think overall it was a pretty good season.
What was your favorite game you played in for your freshman season?
My favorite game that I played in was probably the second time we played Mattoon. It was a super close game the whole time, and just going back and forth the whole entire game. We did end up losing by 1 point, but the energy was there and it was super fun. My points per game were 17. I had 9.5 rebounds and 2.5 steals.
Being a freshman, what obstacles do you face being the best that you can be?
Obstacles that I face as a freshman are definitely being the youngest on the team and knowing my role, but also trying my hardest to be the best that I can be, putting in as much work as I can on my off time and just doing everything that I can to be the best I can be.
What colleges have talked to you or called you and have had interest in you as a freshman?
I've talked to University of Tennessee Chattanooga and Drake University.
What makes you different than other players?
I think mostly my work ethic, how hard I work when I'm not in the gym, like being at home, working out and shooting in my driveway. But in the game, I think mostly my defense all around. I can guard. So on my travel team, I play the 2 or the 3, but on defense, I can potentially guard the point guard or the 2 or the 3, but I can also guard in the post too.
Few parts to your game you would like to work on as you go through the rest of your high school career.
I'd want to work on my aggressiveness on the court, also my quickness, but also my energy that I bring overall onto the court.
What travel team do you play for and what talent is on that team?
I play for the Indiana Elite 16U Gold team. There's a lot of talented girls on that team and we all do work together really well, but every single girl on that team is super talented and gifted, and I think it's a super fun team to play for. Some of the local girls around the area on that team are Jillian Bergner, Grace Nelson, and Annie Frost. I mostly look up to, both of my sisters, but one of my sisters, Lainey, she helps me a lot on my game all the time, and I've grown up watching her play and I've always wanted to be like her. Well, we play a lot of hard teams in the Apollo Conference, like Mattoon and Charleston. Those are 2 of the teams that stick out a lot to me. We've had 2 really close games with Mattoon. It's just really great competition. And all the teams in that conference are great. We got our 2 victories over Taylorville. They were a great team too. Every team that we play in that conference is just, they're top notch. They're all very good.
Explain a little about your travel coach, Dan Gates.
Well, he's a really great coach. He knows exactly what all of us do as a role, so he knows when to take us out, when to put us in, and where we should be on the court at all times, and he's a really great guy.
As you go through your high school career and you become a senior going off to college, what type of legacy would you like to leave leaving Mount Zion Lady Braves program?
I'd like to leave the legacy of being a great player, and not only that, but I'd like to be known as a great leader and always being positive on the court.
What does it mean to you to be selected to the IBCA All-State Team honorable mention?
It's a really big honor for me as a freshman. I'm really proud to have gotten myself there. It took a lot of hard work to get where I am now, and I'm ready to keep working hard to keep accomplishing my dreams. I'd like to thank both my parents and all my coaches and my grandpa for putting in the work with me on the court. And then going into high school and then eventually into college, I just want to be a better leader.